avoidance?
Now, this is a really interesting one, and we did a whole podcast episode on this. So, that would be the first tip. If you notice that you're somebody who's avoiding things, then maybe go and search out that podcast episode.
So we have to look at avoidance in various different ways, really, because what it is you want to find out what is it that you're avoiding. It may be a task, it may be a place, it may be something that you just don't want to do.
Now, avoidance for an individual place, for example, somewhere you just don't want to go to. If this doesn't affect your life, if it doesn't impact your driving and your day and your journey and your plans, then actually that's a choice. That's absolutely fine. However, avoidance can become a problem if it's avoiding driving certain speeds, turning right, doing certain maneuvers. So that's when it becomes you start to avoid certain things. That adds on time to your journey. That means that you're having to drive peculiar routes to avoid certain things. Now, the thing about avoidance is the more you avoid something, the more you set that up as a future behavior to continue avoiding that thing. So it becomes circular.
Yeah. And you might find that a point in the future, you'll have to do that. That might be the only option for you. And you know you're going to have to do it. And that causes stress, anxiety, nerves. They all kick in before you have to do it because you know at the end, or you've got to do something that you've been avoiding for so long. And it's actually harder if it's been avoided for so long.
Yeah, every time you avoid something, you reinforce the continued need to avoid it. So I think the thing there is to assess whether your avoidance is okay, whether it's a choice and that doesn't impact your life, or whether actually this is beginning to have an impact. And if it is, then it's looking at having an action plan to start breaking that habit, start reducing the avoidance down, doing something about it.
And it might be an avoidance for a task and a particular maneuver. Well, what can you do that's going to just make that slightly easier? So, avoiding a parallel park, for instance, or avoiding parking close to other cars. All these sort of things come into play, and it's what can I do that's going to just get me a little bit closer to not avoiding it completely
Yeah.
and just building on those steps that you're taking. And then eventually it won't become the avoidance. It'll be, okay, I'll give this a go.
Yeah. And what are the first steps to working towards it?